So the title of this presentation, Struggles of a Business Owner and How to Overcome Them, Turning Challenges into Growth Opportunities. Okay. So first, I would like to give you a short introduction about Atomy, even though we already know it already. Before we dive into the specific struggles, let's take a quick look at what makes Atomy unique. As we all know, Atomy operates under a network marketing model, meaning success depends not only on selling quality products, but also on building a strong team that duplicates your efforts. Many people join Atomy because they're drawn to the company's vision of absolute quality, absolute price. But as with any business, success doesn't come overnight, as we all know, right? So in this presentation, we'll talk about the top 5 common struggles most Atomy business owners face, from recruiting challenges to motivation and time management, and more importantly, how to overcome them with practical strategies that have been proven to work. So if I were you, I will really take some notes into this, because I believe that you will really get a right amount of information that you need in order for you to overcome the challenges that you're facing right now. So, number 1, with no surprise, what is the first struggle of an Atomy business owner? It's no surprise, right? Building a downline, registering a downline or a member. So, one of the biggest challenges new Atomy business owners face is building a strong and active downline. It's common to struggle with recruiting. Many people feel nervous about approaching others, or we actually have the fear of rejection, which is quite common, right? Others talk to the wrong audience. Sometimes we talk to the wrong market. Yeah, we can say that. But later on, we could also convert them as to, a consumer of our products. Because as we know, we are not only having skincare products, we also have any type of product, personal care product, um, health products, home products, food products, everything. So everyone is our consumer. So, yes, sometimes we are focusing on people who aren't really interested in business or personal growth. But as Sherman Park said, if we haven't tried to approach a person 10 times, then we haven't done everything. We haven't done anything. So it's better to approach same person 10 times before you give up on approaching or introducing a product to this specific person. Now, I have for you some guidelines into having a strong downlines. So, the key is to follow Atomy's success system. So, that is number 1. Don't rely on emotion or luck. Rely on a proven success or process. Okay? Start by sharing. So, number 2 is to start by sharing your personal product experience. Because when you speak from genuine results, people trust you more. So, as we all know, nowadays, we are really into the cyber era, or we are really into social media. So people sees everything that has been happening to you. So whatever you post online, people are very observant. So they can see the results on you, and if they see you, they will also see the results physically. So it's really all the time better to speak about the results genuinely and honestly, because people will follow you or will follow us if we are honest in sharing our own product experience to others. So it's like we are building the credibility to our downlines or customers. And number 3, attend seminars. Use Atomy seminars, success academies, and online product demos like what we are doing now, or also what Atomy is doing, online seminars, to introduce the business naturally. And lastly, don't forget to leverage social media platforms. Like, so we have different types of social media platforms. We have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Threads, we have WhatsApp, we have Viber. So Viber, we have, different kinds of platform that can help us reach a larger audience if you consistently post value driven content. So, yeah, if you post something on Facebook or onto social media, make it something meaningful that people will get an ample information of what you are trying to emphasize or what you're trying to talk about. Because nowadays, when people get some information, people will be more interested to what you are showing or what you are sharing. And remember this one, it's not just about getting people to join, it's about finding the right partners to share your vision and also helping each other grow. Okay? And then, yeah, number two. After facing the problem of registering a downline, the next struggle that we all are facing is to maintain our motivation. Who's not guilty in maintaining the motivation? I think everyone is guilty, right? We have a problem sometimes to maintain our motivation into doing our Atomy business because not every day is Christmas. Sometimes it's also All Saints Day or All Souls Day, right? So now the second big struggle is staying motivated, especially when results don't come as quickly as expected. Many new Atomy members start with a lot of energy, but after a few weeks or months, that excitement fades when they don't see instant success. We are building Atomy to have an instant success because we all know anything that is built instantly can also vanish in such a snap of a finger, right? This often happens because of unrealistic expectations or comparing yourselves to others who've been in the business longer. So remember, success in Atomy, just like any other business, takes consistency and patience. It's two big words, but it's true, right? Now, I have here for you some of the ways on how you can or how we can maintain motivation. So the first one is to set smart goals. The best way to stay motivated is what we call the SMART goals. So what does it mean? S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for achievable, R is for relevance, and T is for time bound, which means that we have to break big goals into small daily actions you can control, like talking to new people per day or watching one training video per day. Because we only have 24 hours, you cannot watch six videos for 16 hours. First of all, this is really time consuming. And second of all, if our brain is fully loaded with information, at the end of the day, we will remember nothing, right? So we have to put it on a small pieces, but make it a habit to do it daily. So we will get used to it. And number two is that we have to stay connected. Also, make sure to stay connected. How can we stay connected? We have to attend Atomy seminars, Zoom trainings, and success academies. When you surround yourself with positive, driven people, your energy naturally increases. I have proven that in many, many circumstances, really. And finally, build an accountability group or mentorship connection. So, what I mean by this is having someone to check in with can help you stay on track, especially when you feel discouraged. So this comes with a group of people that we are working with. So we have to have like maybe not daily, or 2 times a week call with each other, check on how people are feeling as of the moment, what are your struggles, and maybe give some advices on how they can feel better, and what are the steps they could do based on your experience to overcome their struggles as of this time. So it's very, very important in our Atomy business. Now, one of the most important struggle also that I find worrying is about the product knowledge gaps. In Atomy, if we don't know the product, we cannot market. We cannot do the Atomy business because we have to be a product of our own product. Okay? So this is a common challenge actually. So not having enough product knowledge. In Atomy, our business is built on trust and product value. If you can't clearly explain what makes a product special or how it benefits people, it's hard to build the trust, right? Just like when we're buying to a supermarket, okay, we are buying a fish and we ask the seller, okay, what are the benefits of this fish into my body, or how can I cook the fish, what type of dishes can I cook this fish, right? Because not all the fish can be cooked in frying, sometimes they cannot be cooked in frying, or we want to cook it in a different way, so we have to have some knowledge. But of course, as the customer, we don't have a direct knowledge about that. So what we will do, we will ask the seller. If the seller doesn't know what are we talking about or what are the answers to our questions, of course, we will lose trust. And at the end, the result will be we will not buy the fish. So it's the same as in our Atomy business. If someone wanted to have, for example, okay, I wanted to have a cream for my face, anti-aging, I have some dark spots, what can you recommend me? And if you don't know anything about the person's problem, you cannot recommend the product. Or if you recommended the product without even having a knowledge of this product, you might end up giving a wrong product to the customer, that instead of having a very good result, he or she will have worse results in the future, right? Once he or she uses the products. Many distributors struggle here because they focus too much. Listen to this. They focus so much on selling or the business side. So this was also one of my mistake when I was beginning the Atomy business. I was focused so much on the business side, and I also forgot, like, hey, Atomy business is built on customers' trust. So what was missing on me is more on the product knowledge. If I know a lot about the product knowledge, then I could actually suggest more products to my customers. The moment I realized that, and the moment I focus onto the product knowledge, onto the products, using them, researching about the information about the products, then that's how the business grew better. Okay, so as I've said, yeah, some people, some distributors, they focus on the business side instead of understanding and experiencing the products themselves. Because we have to understand that the solution is very simple. Okay? Be a product of the product. Be a product of the product. It might sound very confusing, but if you use Atomy's products daily, so you can share your own honest experience and results, people connect with stories, not sales pitches. Okay? Also, take advantage of Atomy's official training materials, product videos, and Success Academy resources. These tools are designed to help us understand the science, ingredients, and unique value behind each product. When we focus on sharing value rather than selling, your confidence grows and people naturally become curious and interested in what you use. Okay? Remember, the more you know, the easier it is to inspire others to try Atomy products themselves. And this is also actually proven and tested. That works. Okay. Again, another one, another big struggle of an Atomy distributor is time management. Okay, some people are saying, "Oh, I have full-time job. I cannot do the Atomy business. Oh, I have to fetch my children. I cannot do Atomy business," and so on and so forth. So a lot of excuses, but it's very simple. In life, when we wanted to achieve something, we can achieve it as long as we are determined to do it. And correct time management is also very good key in success in Atomy. So one of the biggest realities for most Atomy business owners is that they start part-time, often while working a full-time job or taking care of their families. Because of that, time management quickly becomes a major challenge. Many people feel overwhelmed trying to balance everything. That was also my problem at the beginning, so I was also guilty. Yeah. Personal responsibilities, work, and building their Atomy business. The problem isn't usually lack of time, right? So you must be surprised. It's not lack of time. It's not having a, it's the problem is it's not having a clear plan or priorities. Okay. So I have some tips here. The solution that might actually or may help us to better our time management. So first is plan your week in advance. We are in Europe, we are in Americas. So normally we are taught to plan our time ahead of time, right? In advance. Decide when you'll do the key activities like prospecting, follow-ups, training, and product sharing. Treat those time blocks as non-negotiable appointments. So let me give you an example. So for example, Monday, Tuesday, I'm gonna do prospecting. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna do some follow-ups. Friday, Saturday, I'm gonna do training or product sharing. And Sunday, I'm gonna do a beauty rest because Monday, I'm gonna do prospecting again. Okay, so it's like the kind of planning our week in advance. And when I say, okay, Monday, Tuesday, I have to do prospecting, I don't mean to do it like the full day, maybe just a lot a certain timing. So, for example, okay, when I put my kids to bed at 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 in the evening, I'm going to do my prospecting. And in 1 hour of or 2 hours that I allotted this time, I should have a result of maybe two or three prospected members. Okay, so this is the kind of planning that we have to keep in mind. And then number two, time blocking method. Also try using a time blocking method. Dedicate specific hours, as just I've said a while ago, each day to Atomy and focus only on business tasks during that time. Even 1 to 2 focus hours daily can make a big difference if used consistently. Okay? And last one, we can automate small tasks. Schedule your social media posts, use reminders for follow-ups, or create message templates. This helps you stay efficient without burning out. We have to remember that success in Atomy isn't about working all day, right? It's about working smart and staying consistent with your daily habits. Because if you will just follow this one, plan your week in advance, time blocking method, you will actually create a habit that later on you will not notice like, oh, I have to post this, I have to post that. It will be naturally, it will come naturally with you. And later on you will notice that step by step your business is actually growing without you even noticing it. Okay? So that's why I wanted to share you this information so that we could actually better our Atomy business without burning out or stressing ourselves. And then lastly is of course, duplication and team growth. One of the biggest major struggle is duplication. Why did I say it major? Because we are working with different types of people, different time zones, different area, different activities in life, different uh, how do you say, characteristics and so on. Helping your team grow and take action on their own, right? This is the big struggle. In Atomy, success isn't just about how well you perform. It's about how well your team can duplicate your system and efforts. Many leaders face this challenge because they either try to do everything themselves or make the business too complicated for new members. When people feel overwhelmed or unsupported, remember this. What do people do? They stop taking action because there is no motivation. They are so stressed. They feel unsupported. They feel that they are left behind. So they think that no one cares for them. So why not? Let's just stop. It's fastest, right? To stop. So the solution is actually very simple. Eh? The solution is what? Just keep it simple and consistent. Follow the principle, do it, show it, duplicate it. Because how can your team member or how can your partner duplicate if they don't see you doing what you're telling them to do? If you're not showing them that you're actually capable of doing what you promise or what you are sharing to them, right? That's where the duplication grows. You have to do it, you have to show it, and you have to duplicate it. First, demonstrate what needs to be done. That is the do it, like sharing products, explaining the business, or inviting guests to seminar. Then, guide your team members to do the same, step by step. Do not force them, okay, you have to do this, you have to do this, blah, 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 you have to do that. You have to show them in a step by step systematic way because everyone has their own capabilities and everyone has their own timelines. And we must respect this literally, right? Provide them with clear, easy to follow training materials and regular check-ins. Very important. We have to talk to our partners, maybe not every day, but make it on a regular basis. So for example, once a week, twice a week, twice a month. Do not lose your connection to your team member. Encourage questions, celebrate small wins, and recognize efforts publicly. Recognition is one of the most powerful motivators in network marketing. Remember, a true leader doesn't create followers, they create more leaders. When your team feels empowered and supported, duplication happens naturally and your business grows exponentially. Okay? So now, as we wrap up, remember that every successful Atomy leader, like every one of us here, you admired, once faced the same struggles building a downline, staying motivated, managing time, learning products, and helping their teams grow. Okay? The difference is that they didn't quit. When things got hard, they learned from challenges, stay consistent, and trusted the Atomy system. Atomy's founder, Park Han-il, reminds us that the only limit to your success is the size of your belief. So keep believing in yourself, keep believing in the products and the mission of Atomy to share absolute quality and absolute price with the world. Success in this business isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Take one step at a time, apply what you've learned, and keep helping others succeed. Because when your team wins, you win too. Everyone wins. And I wish we will all continue the growth and success in Atomy We just have to cherish every moment, every challenges, all the learnings, and keep our passion and fire burning into our Atomy business. So